What's up, guys, and welcome to the breakdown. So what we're looking at here is obviously a single leg move. We're going to talk about points of tension or creating fascial tension. So in this move here, obviously we're on one foot. So we'll be reaching across the body. So this foot here, first and foremost, when I'm looking at someone, I want to make sure they're balanced. That big toe's digging into the ground and they're creating an arch with their foot. So they're basically doing a short foot. If you don't know what short foots are, check out Dr. Emily or barefoot training stuff. From here, there's tension in the hands. Notice the hands here have tension on them. So the athlete is going to hinge back at the hips. There's going to be a slight bend in the knee. But what we're going to work on here is a push-pull motion. So I'm reaching cross-body with that left hand. So here, they're creating a line of tension here, reaching towards the ground. So I'm going to rotate through my rib cage here, my thoracic spine. I'm reaching across the body with one hand, trying to stay stable on that foot. And then the opposite hand, as you see here, elbows going towards the ceiling. So you're getting a push-pull motion here. So this elbow's reaching towards the ceiling, creating tension. So I'm retracting my scap here. So I'm pulling that scap back and the elbow up. This arm, my front arm here, I'm protracting. So as one retracts, the opposite's protracting. And I'm reaching this hand as far as I can towards the ground. So it's a push-pull motion. So we're working on some rotation. At the same time, notice my head position has not moved. So you're looking straight towards the ground. This is a great move for golfers. You want to keep your eye on the ball here. A great move for any athlete, to be honest. Crossover in basketball, whatever else. So notice head's looking straight down. Reaching with that bottom arm across the body. So I'm crossing that midline of the body. Working on brain development or hemispheres of the brain here. I'm going to cross that midline. Opposite elbow, in this case, the right elbow is reaching towards the ceiling. You also want to watch this base knee here. Make sure that knee doesn't cross. So the knee should not be having a valgus stress or reaching across the body. It should stay stable and centered the entire time. And your feet here should not be wobbling from side to side. The foot should stay stable. So from that position here, I'm reaching. Push, pull, again, keeping tension in the hands the entire time. It's not just bending over. You're going to reach. You're actually having those points of tension the entire time. You come up back to your stable position. Notice that my shoulders are not hiked up. So you shouldn't have your traps or your upper traps pulling your shoulders towards your ears. The shoulders stay down and back when you reach your center position. And then we start again. Reach crossbody. Create those lines of tension, drawing my belly in. That's a key point here. So you want to make sure the back is stable. Again, elbow reaching towards the ceiling, front hand reaching across the midline, creating those opposing forces. That's going to help your balance. Head stays in that center position. So watch this line here. Notice this is basically all lined up down the middle. And then we come over. I want to show you really quick just the side view here. So notice I'm hinging at the hips. So you're pushing the hips back. I'm keeping tension in that back foot. So a line of tension is my toes are going to be pointed, reaching towards the back as I come down. So that back foot is not just lazy or just hanging out there. You're actually creating a line of tension, reaching that foot back, pushing those hips back, and not rounding at your lower back here. So watch as I come down here. You're not rounding at the lower back. You're really pulling this elbow towards the ceiling. This arm is reaching across the body. Notice this foot is reaching back. So it's more of a hinge at the hip, not so much a bend at the knee. And then you drive that heel into the ground. Here, we're pushing that heel down. So I'm driving that heel down. And I'm hinging at the hip. As I come up, I'm squeezing that glute. So pull the body back up, okay? So it's not so much at the quad and the knee here, which most athletes can tend to dump into. You're actually drawing the hips back in, squeezing the glutes, come up nice and tall with the chest, and returning to your start position.